What's up, everybody? Today we have another Masterverse review, and today we're taking a look at the Princess of Power Shadow Weaver, made by Mattel. There are 30 points of articulation. As you can see here at the top, we do have Masterverse up here on the top of the box. Looks like in the box we've got Shadow Weaver. She does come with a stand. It looks like some sort of flame or blast accessory, 2 additional hands, and a little scepter there. When we rotate the box around to the side, we can see some pretty cool side art here with Shadow Weaver kind of pulling some magic off of her scepter. Really cool picture. Definitely liking that one. And then this artwork on the back of the box, even better. We've got the cross cell down at the bottom showing the Sorceress, Many Faces, Shadow Weaver, and Pighead. You can check out those reviews on the channel if you are interested. This artwork is just really cool. I've always been a fan of this artwork. Some of them I like more than others. This is one that I'm definitely liking. This is really cool picture. Here on her little bio, it says, Shadow Weaver, evil mistress of dark magic. Once an apprentice to Etheria's great wizard Norwin, the power-hungry Beatrix betrayed her home world to the evil horde and renamed herself Shadow Weaver. With the combination of horde science and her own dark magic, she conjures fear in the hearts of all Etheria and trust in Hordak. Little does he know, however, she secretly plots to overthrow him and seize power for herself. So, cool little bio. She's got a cool little backstory of how she came about into the series there. She's always been like the right-hand man of Hordak. Pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and pull her out of the box because I think we've seen all we can see outside. So let's go ahead and get her out and take a closer look. Looks like we've got some fuzz here. She has been in the box for years, so we're going to go ahead and get her set up. Take a closer look. So here we have Shadow Weaver pulled out of the box, looking extra cool. I have to admit, I like her better than I thought I was going to. She did come with 2 additional hands, as well as a spellcasting hand here, and then a gripping hand here. She came with a right-hand spellcaster and a left-hand gripper, just in case you wanted to switch up what was going on. Possibly put 2 spellcasting hands on her, or 2 gripping hands on her. It's really whatever you want to do. They're just kind of plug and play. These do have the small pegs, the same as the Origins figures. This is an earlier Masterverse, before they made these pegs larger. But these hands will just pop out, and then these ones will pop right back in if that's something that you're interested in. She holds her little scepter really well, and this little fireball I thought looked better on her hand than it did on the top of the scepter. I'll go ahead and pull that off of her hand. I just kind of had it, it's hollow in the middle here, so you can just kind of slide it up over her hand. As far as how it looks on the scepter, it just looks like that right there. So it looks like she's got a little fireball, a flaming scepter perhaps, which is a pretty cool little accessory. Let's get this out of her hand and we'll take a little bit closer look at it. She does have a really good grip. as far as it goes with the scepter. So this will just slide in here, something like that. It doesn't go all the way in, at least mine doesn't. It's a little too tight, but I kind of like how it shows a little bit of green exposed here, so you can actually tell that the fire is coming off of this little translucent green ball and not just kind of a flaming stick. So I like that, but I definitely like it better positioned in her hand. So she has her scepter, and then she has the little flame as well. As you can see, this is painted kind of a metallic silver. It's not just that flat. It does have like a metallic look to it. And then this is a little bit like translucent green ball here on the end. This is very pliable. It's very rubbery. As you can see here, it smushes up pretty good. So it's kind of easy to work that around her hand. And there's a little hole here even that you can pop her thumb out through. So it looks like the fire is actually like enveloping her hand, which I think is a pretty cool addition to not just throw it up in there and with her thumb popping out, it'll look like it's actually flaming around her hand. And then as we take a closer look here, you'll see she's a pretty cool figure as far as her articulation goes. She does not have legs. She came with this stand, which you can pop off. It is a snug fit, but we're going to go ahead and take that off so we can look up under the dress and see what's going here. So as we get under there, you can see there are two points of articulation, one here and then one here a little bit lower, and that will allow you to just kind of bend her, make her, you know, into a kind of a floaty pose if you want. So her legs do articulate a little bit, or not legs, but that piece articulates. So there is some movement, which is more than I thought. I thought that that was just going to be a piece of hard plastic and she was basically just going to stand here. And then as far as the stand goes, if you want her to look like she's floating a bit, then I feel like the stand captures that look as good as it possibly can. I like the tan stand versus just an all clear stand like we've kind of seen before. When we float around to her back, you can see how this just kind of slips over her arms and rests up there to complete her little cape or shroud like thing. Articulation will do it with the neck collar on. She does look to the left, to the right. She can do the full exorcist spin. As far as her articulation in her joints, I'm going to go ahead and pull this cape off of her arms. And it should just, yeah, slide down. There. We'll just leave it off of her arms for a minute, just so you can see the articulation. She can go up to about there. Swivel at the shoulder, swivel at the bicep. She does have the standard Masterverse double jointed elbow. Mine is just pretty stiff right now, but it's there. She does have a diaphragm cut here, so she can lean backwards as well as forwards. So you can pose her quite a bit as far as that. Since you have this cut here, then there's a cut here and a cut here, you can kind of just bend her around in some different ways. Her head will pull off, and then this little collar piece will pull off, and her cape will pull off. That's a look at her headless. Her diaphragm cut is very stiff, so she will hold a pose pretty good, I think. Go ahead and straighten her arms out a little bit. She is significantly shorter. She measures in right about 6 inches without this stand, about 7 inches with the stand. So she is shorter than the other characters, and she is even shorter than the other female characters. Coming in, like I said, about 6 inches tall. So I'm going to put some other pictures of her up on the screen, just kind of posed up differently. They're pictures off of, I believe, the Mattel Creations website. That way you can just kind of see those as well. And then this is her soft goods cape. You can see it's just kind of got some points cut into it. A little circle here that just goes over her neck post. And then these are where the sleeves are that you'll slide her arms into. So I'll go ahead and get her cape back on, get her posed back up, and we'll go over my final thoughts. So here she is all posed up out of the box, ready for some final thoughts. Let's go ahead and just kind of spin her around a little bit. final 360 view. So my final thoughts are, I like her way better than I thought I was going to, looking at her in the package. I thought she was just kind of plain. I just wanted to get her to finish the set, and I ended up really liking her. I don't mind there's no legs. I thought that would be a big problem for me. I like her with and without this stand. She does stand just fine on the bottom of her dress without this stand. As far as posing, any way that I've posed her, that has worked out. I like the soft goods cape. I like the little horde symbol on her belt here. I like that this is removable and they use it to hide where the cape attaches. The little bendy on her head is nice. She's got a good range of motion. She has a better range of motion in her lower half than I had originally anticipated. So you gotta love that when you get more than what you expect. I thought her accessories were a little lackluster just because she didn't come with that much stuff, but she doesn't really need that much stuff. This basically is all she needs to be her character. Her weapons were her magic and her scepter here. She didn't really carry any other types of things. So as far as accessories, this is, I guess, all we should expect her to come with. I want to thank you guys for watching the video, taking your time to stop in. Go ahead and leave a comment, say what's up. Let me know who your favorite Masters of the Universe figure is. If I haven't done a review on them, I'll try to get it out there. There are still a few that I have left to do before I get all caught up with the most current releases. It says that my snout spout should be here today. So if that's the case, then we should have a snout spout review up tomorrow. And I'm super excited for that. That shipped out so fast from Mattel Creations. It was a Mattel Creations exclusive, but it got here fast, and that's got a smile on my face. Don't forget to tell someone you love them. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe, turn the notifications on so you'll check out my next videos and be alerted as soon as they come available. I appreciate all your support. It's really helping the channel grow, and I couldn't do it without you guys. Have a blessed day.